More New York Jets news. The debacle of Zach Wilson last year, they're looking to make a change at the backup quarterback position. This is an obvious move. Even when they acquired Aaron Rodgers, I was pretty surprised that they just didn't go ahead and trade Zach Wilson. Hindsight, they definitely should have, because Zach Wilson definitely had a lot more value back then. Who knows? They probably could have got like a fourth, maybe a fifth for Zach Wilson back when they first acquired Aaron Rodgers. But now, best teams can do is probably offer a bag of balls or a tub of the finest Gatorade available, perhaps. I just... Pretty crazy. But Zach Wilson's time with the Jets appears to be over. I just think that's a healthy move for both sides in this case. There's been a lot of chatter over the last few days about who might take up the mantle of the backup QB position for the Jets. I've heard Jimmy G. I've also heard Russell Wilson. I hope that happens. Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. Oh my god. It's reality TV. Like, just bring cameras there and just film vicinity of the New York Jets building 24/7 and just try to get in there, mic up everything and anything, put hidden cameras everywhere, because that would be so insanely entertaining for a variety of different reasons. Please, Russell Wilson, go to New York. Oh my goodness. That would be like the best circus of all time. That'd be crazy. Crazy entertainment right there. But there is an interesting article on Jets Country right now indicating that the Jets should trade for Sam Howell. Now this, in all seriousness, would be a pretty good trade for the New York Jets. I am a Sam Howell truther. I think he's a good QB. He was the most sacked QB last year by a lot. And for like 12 straight weeks, or like half the season, he led the league in passing yards last year. So the dude can sling it. He could move too. So he's low-key a dual threat. Obviously, he's really young in his career, so he's not a perfect QB by any means. The Jets would have to trade for him, but he's going to be available, especially since the Commanders are going to take a QB with the second overall pick. There's no point in keeping him around if you're Washington. And this is a massive, massive upgrade from Zach Wilson. Not only that, but if you look at it from a progression and development perspective, take what Sam Howell already is and what he was last year as a passer, as a quarterback. Now think about what he could do if he actually redshirts this year, if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, which is probably unlikely, unfortunately. But let's just say he has one redshirt year behind Aaron Rodgers. That's an insane education from a Hall of Famer, all-time great quarterback. I just think you add that 1 year of education to what you already have with Sam Howell. I think you got a legit top 15 quarterback in the league after this year. If I were the Jets, I would be very, very, very interested in this, because regardless of what happens with Aaron Rodgers this upcoming year, he's not going to be around for that much longer. I would say 2 max, including this year. 2 max. So why not invest in the future of your quarterback position with a solid quarterback in Sam Howell? Not saying he had an amazing year last year or anything. He did lead the league with a high of 612 passing attempts, so I feel like he definitely got a lot of experience last year, but I'm not saying he was like incredibly good. He had a total of 21 touchdowns and 21 picks. So, could be worse, but 3,946 yards, pretty good. Pretty good. 63.4 completion percentage, not bad. What I'm trying to say is, I don't know, I saw flashes from him last year, and like I mentioned earlier, he can also do it on the ground, and he's a tough guy too. He's a big dude. So I think New York fans would like him if this guy got a chance. I really do. I think he's got heart. I think he showed flashes last year. He's a guy that's just going to sling it. He's going to sling it, and it's going to be a good time. Zach Wilson just had such a noodle arm so many times with his career in New York. This guy is just the complete opposite of that. And he actually has heart. He's willing to truck dudes that are in his way. Was Zach Wilson ever about that? Can Zach Wilson do that? I know Zach Wilson has speed and he can move on the ground from time to time, but there was reports of him not wanting to go back and be the starter last year because he didn't want to hurt his value and blah 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 blah. Sam Howell, he's got heart, man. He's got heart. I'm telling you, this guy. And whether or not you agree with me on my evaluation of Sam Howell, the Jets are still going to add a backup quarterback. So other options available in the free agent market right now are Ryan Tannehill, Gardner Minshew, Jacoby Brissett, Tyrod Taylor, Marcus Mariota, Mitchell Trubisky. Those are all like veteran guys who already kind of like peaked in their potential. Sam Howell still has a lot of room to grow and to get significantly better. So I just think you could get him at probably a fair price. I think a fourth round draft pick, maybe a third. I'd do it. I'd do it. Also, if I were the Raiders, I would give them a second or a third. If you could work a third. I just think this guy has a lot of potential. I just think he does. And I know he was the most sacked quarterback last year. I get that. And I know the Jets O-line isn't any better. But like I said, this isn't about this upcoming year. This is about the future and post Aaron Rodgers. And I just think this is the best move you could make to upgrade that backup QB position if you're the Jets. Yes, it would be fun to find a diamond in the rough in the draft and do that. And they might go that route. I don't know. But I'm telling you, Sam Howell can ball. Quote me on that. So, what do you think the New York Jets should do with their quarterback room? It's going to be very interesting to see. Going to be a very interesting year for Gang Green. Looking forward to it. Excited for it. I wish them the best. I really do. But I don't really have a lot of hope in them. But please prove me wrong. So, what do y'all think? Who do you think the Jets should add? What do you think they should do? How are you feeling about this upcoming year? Let me know. That's all I got. Peace.